If you woke up this Friday morning, successfully checked your Internal Revenue Service account transcript, and finally saw that it updated, but your Where is My Refund tool still says your return is merely processing, you are likely experiencing a massive amount of confusion right now. Millions of taxpayers, specifically the weekly processors, who update overnight on Thursdays into Fridays, are staring at two completely different messages from the exact same government agency. Today we are going to break down exactly why this digital disconnect is happening, the truth about the Saturday progress bar update, and exactly when you can expect your money if you finally received the golden approval code. Welcome to Watson Tax Live. Hit the subscribe button right now so you never miss a highly authentic daily tax update during this chaotic season. To alleviate your panic, you must understand that the official Internal Revenue Service transcript database and the public-facing Where is My Refund tool run on two completely separate synchronization schedules. The IRS supercomputers operate on an ancient legacy system known as the individual master file, which processes heavy transactional data overnight on Thursdays, specifically for accounts with cycle code 05. This master file updates your highly detailed account transcript first because it is the actual internal record of your taxes. The Where is My Refund tool is essentially just a simplified cosmetic tracker built for the general public, and it is notoriously programmed to lag at least 24 hours behind the actual internal transcript data. Because of this built-in digital delay, if your transcript updated with new information this Friday morning, the Where is My Refund progress bar will absolutely not reflect those changes until the system executes its secondary cosmetic sweep. For the massive batch of 05 weekly processors, the Where is My Refund tool systematically updates overnight from Friday, plunging into Saturday morning. This means you do not need to panic or assume your refund was suddenly reversed just because the progress bar has not moved yet. The information printed on your official transcript is the absolute unarguable truth, and the mobile app will eventually catch up and show the approved status tomorrow. If you successfully pulled your transcript this morning, you need to scroll all the way to the very bottom of the document and look for the absolute most important three-digit number in the entire tax code. You're looking specifically for transaction code 846, which officially translates to Refund Issued. If you see code 846 stamped on your transcript today, you have officially crossed the finish line. The Internal Revenue Service has completely finished processing your return, cleared you of any identity or fraud holds, and has successfully sent the electronic payment notification directly to the United States Treasury. Directly next to that 846 approval code, you will see an official date printed on the page, which is highly likely to be a Wednesday for this specific weekly processing batch. It is incredibly critical that you understand this. Wednesday date is simply the ultimate legal settlement deadline required by the federal government, and not a strict rule for when you can actually access your cash. Once the Treasury receives the approval file from the IRS, today they begin pushing millions of electronic automated clearinghouse transfers into the banking network over the weekend. Exactly when that money clears and becomes available for you to spend depends entirely on the internal clearing policies of your specific banking institution. If you currently do your everyday banking with a modern financial technology application like Chime, Cash App, SoFi, or Current, you are in an incredibly lucrative position today. These digital banking platforms utilize early direct deposit availability as a massive marketing strategy, so they have a strict corporate policy against holding pending federal transfers. The absolute moment these modern banks receive the digital notification from the Federal Reserve that your deposit is approved, they will instantly release the funds into your available balance. Millions of taxpayers using these modern platforms who received code 846 today will actually see their money hit their accounts by late Monday evening or early Tuesday morning, giving them a massive head start on the week. Conversely, if you rely on a traditional brick-and-mortar institution like Chase Bank of America, Wells Fargo, or a local credit union, your Wednesday direct deposit timeline is going to be strictly enforced. Traditional banking institutions generate massive amounts of overnight interest by holding automated clearinghouse transfers in a pending status for as long as legally possible. If your official deposit date is next Wednesday, your traditional bank will absolutely not let you access a single penny of that money until you wake up on Wednesday morning. You will likely see the transaction sitting in a pending state early next week, but you cannot spend it. So do not panic when your bank enforces their standard corporate clearing policies. Another incredibly frustrating hurdle that delays your payout involves how you chose to pay for your tax preparation software when you filed your original return. If you filed using TurboTax Tax Slayer or H&R Block, and you chose to have your preparation fees deducted directly from your refund, your money does not go straight to your personal bank account. The Treasury is forced to route your massive federal deposit to a third-party middleman bank like Santa Barbara Tax Products Group first. The third-party bank must receive the funds, deduct their specific software fees, and then initiate a completely separate transfer to your checking account, which almost always adds an agonizing 24 to 48-hour delay to your timeline, regardless of who you bank with. Unfortunately, this massive Friday update does not bring good news for everyone, and many taxpayers will log into their transcripts today to find devastating warning codes. If you check your account and you do not see the golden 846 code, you need to immediately scan the page for transaction code 570. Code 570 indicates a strict processing hold, meaning the IRS computer system has completely frozen your account and kicked your return out of the automated pipeline. This means a human examiner must now manually review your tax return, which instantly pushes your processing timeline out by several agonizing weeks, and there is absolutely nothing you can do to speed it up. If your transcript updated with a 570 freeze code today, you will almost certainly see transaction code 971 appear right beneath it, or it will appear next week. Code 971 simply means the Internal Revenue Service has officially recognized the discrepancy on your return and has generated a physical notice to mail to your home address, explaining exactly what they need from you to fix the problem. You cannot call the IRS and fix a freeze code over the phone. You must absolutely wait for that physical letter to arrive in your mailbox and follow the exact instructions printed on those pages. The absolute most common reason for receiving these devastating freeze codes during today's update is being flagged by the automated identity theft protection filters. Because financial fraudsters aggressively target the early weeks of the tax season, the IRS is hypersensitive to any minor changes in your filing behavior, such as a new dependent, a new home address, or a new bank account routing number. If the computer algorithm flagged your return, you will be receiving letter 5071C in the physical mail, and your refund is completely locked in the Treasury until you log into the ID.me portal and officially verify your identity. As you monitor your transcripts this weekend, you must be incredibly careful not to fall for the massive confusion surrounding the mysterious as of date located at the top right corner of the document. Many taxpayers log in, see that date suddenly push forward to late March or early April, and immediately panic thinking their direct deposit has been officially delayed for another month. You must understand that the as of date has absolutely nothing to do with when your direct deposit will be issued to your checking account. That specific date is solely used by the IRS to calculate accrued interest if you owe the government money. So if your account balance is zero, you can completely ignore the date fluctuating. If you are an early filer who accidentally had your direct deposit rejected by your bank because of a name mismatch or a closed account, Friday is also a massive day for you. When a massive federal electronic transfer is bounced back to the United States Treasury, it triggers an automated protocol that converts your digital refund into a physical paper check. The IRS prints and mails the vast majority of these replacement checks on Fridays, meaning if your deposit was rejected this week, your paper check is officially entering the postal system today. You should expect it to arrive in your physical mailbox sometime between next Wednesday and Friday, depending on your local postal routes. As millions of Americans anticipate their direct deposits clearing next week, financial scammers are launching highly sophisticated phishing campaigns designed to steal your money the second it is approved. You might receive incredibly realistic text messages or emails claiming your IRS refund is permanently on hold and providing a link for you to quickly verify your banking details. The Internal Revenue Service will never, under any circumstances, initiate contact with you via text message or email regarding a delayed direct deposit. Any digital communication claiming to be the IRS is a guaranteed scam, so delete those messages immediately to protect your financial identity. Seeing your transcript update today while the tracking portal remains frozen is incredibly nerve-wracking, but understanding the internal processing schedule gives you a massive psychological advantage. Trust the codes on your official transcript, wait for the Where is My Refund tool to finally catch up on Saturday morning and understand exactly how your specific bank will handle the incoming funds next week. Thank you for watching. Watson Tax Live, be sure to hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss a highly authentic daily tax update, and I will see you in the next video.